Hello everyone, my name is Noah Alexander. I'll be hosting on today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about Doris Miller. He was a chef, but also a hero in Pearl Harbor bombing. Pearl Harbor, 1941, 7 a.m., Americans were attacked. What was the attack like when you were first witnessed the first attack? Well, first, I was very scared. Really, everyone was. Yeah, that's probably what everyone else would say. Alright, let's get on to the more detailed questions. How did it start? It started with the attack was, I was making food for the soldiers, and there was a boom. I asked the captain, he said don't worry about it, just take cover, and just warn the other shipmates. I remember talking to my other shipmates, but they just did what they were told. It started because of oil. I found that out later. It ended when Roosevelt signed the resolution. The attack of Pearl Harbor affected America by ending isolation. Japan affected not that bad, gaining resources they had not had. I saved many people with little to no training. The most deaths was in America. America had the most deaths during Pearl Harbor due to their poor supply of artillery vehicles. America had old and few warships, most of them from World War I, making them more vulnerable to damage from Japanese weapons. Japan, however, had 10 warships, some new and old large supply of aircraft. Japan had bomber planes that would perform an attack called the kamikaze attack. The kamikaze attack is when a plane would fly really high and then fly almost straight down, flinging a bomb to the enemies, as well as killing the pilot. This attack resulted in many American deaths, but also the death of the Japanese pilots. These attacks were brutal and gave Japanese pinpoint accuracy with the bombs. Americans had a lot of deaths, so did Japan. American soldiers shot down many Japanese planes, killing most of them at a domino effect. Americans would shoot one plane, and then that plane exploded, and the other plane would catch fire, lose a wing, or even explode. This domino effect would happen very often due to the Japanese flying formation or due to the amount of planes in the sky. Americans would aim for the bomb attached to the Japanese aircraft, therefore detonating the bomb, exploding the plane. That is how Doris Miller was able to shoot down 24 Japanese aircrafts with no training while protecting 36 American soldiers. So you saved 3 dozen while fighting other planes with a machine gun? Yeah, I did. It was really scary. I didn't know what I was doing, but I just went for it. The attack of Pearl Harbor is a very tragic event that killed hundreds. The attack of Pearl Harbor lasted about 2 hours due to the loss of Japanese bombs and loss of ammo in the Japanese aircraft. They had to go and get more of their weapons. And the Americans weren't looking so good. Later the next day, another attack happened, but that wasn't as bad as the first. Many people don't even know there was a second attack. Attack of Pearl Harbor ended with Japan winning against America. The House of Representatives also voted for a resolution and won, therefore ending the war. In total, there were 2,532 casualties. The U.S. lost 2,403 soldiers, 70 civilians, 19 Navy ships, 8 battleships, and 3 aircraft carriers. Japanese lost 129 soldiers, 5 submarines known as midget submarines, and 29 aircraft carriers. So Doris, if you had to estimate, how many Japanese aircraft did you knock down or kill? I would think I would knock down, like I said, 3 dozen, but I think I had at least 1 dozen confirmed kills. Pearl Harbor is a very tragic event, but very short for a traumatic time. This fight, however, killed many people at this time. Japan and America were fighting over oil and other natural resources. Japan was running right through all of their oil they have because it was being imported, while Japan only getting 6% of their own oil. Japan had now started purchasing oil from America, but they were running too much, and America froze all of Japan's assets in America, therefore preventing Japan from purchasing oil from America or gaining it. On December 7th, 1941, the fight began because of America freezing the assets. This fight was very short, lasted 2 hours and 15 minutes. However, their second attack 3 months later, in March of 1942. That is